Oh, it is Christmas time, and this is totally not a healthy recipe, but it is delicious and worth it. Maybe not.
Been on your Weight Watchers channels?
No. I'm not even going to calculate the Weight Watchers points because it just isn't going to qualify.
Muddy Buddies, Puppy Chow, those different ones.
Yeah. So I think I've heard it called Puppy Chow before, and I've actually never made it, but I like to eat it. So, and I'm still not going to make
that interest in it.
But Grace is going to make it for me, and then we'll both eat it. And probably Tim, too, after he eats a healthy snack.
I'm going to try to eat something semi-healthy first.
Yeah.
Apple, peanut butter, and raisins are a very good Weight Watchers choice if you measure how much peanut butter you put on, like I am not. I am destroying any health that was in this.
Yeah, it's still pretty good, though.
It is delicious.
Yeah. But if you're going to make that and you're doing Weight Watchers, it is good. You just want to measure probably your peanut butter and your raisins.
A half a stick of butter. I can do this from memory already. Half a stick of butter. 2 cups of chocolate chips.
Did you just say that you could do this by memory?
No, sure. 1 cup of chocolate chips, a half cup of peanut butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then 9 cups of rice Chex.
Is that like a whole entire box, or is that like half a box?
I think it's a little over half a box, but I'm going to measure it out now because last time, the second batch we made, I didn't use 9 cups, and it ended up being very concentrated chocolate amount.
The one that we had last night?
Yeah, because I made everything.
And it was delicious.
So, we've learned from the variety of recipe variations. So we got 2 cups, 4 cups, 6 cups, 8 cups, and then...
Wow, that's a lot of Chex Mix. So almost a full
bag. Did I say 8 or 6? I think I said.
You said 8.
Okay. Oh, look, and we're making our own cereal on the floor.
Make sure you make the biggest mess possible. Otherwise it doesn't taste as good. You really want to get the
full effect all over the kitchen. Just wait till the powdered sugar comes along.
Oh yeah, that's going to be good. So eat a few before.
Alright, then we got in the mixing bowl to go in the microwave. That's right, I use a microwave. Who wants to use an oven in this modern day technology? You hear the crunching, that's the soundtrack of the Chex Mix. We got chocolate chips. 1 cup of chocolate chips melted for that whole thing. And then you're going to use a half a cup of peanut butter.
Okay.
And you know.
A little extra is always good.
Here.
Ooh.
Oh.
Definitely had to eat them beforehand.
You gotta make sure they're good.
Make sure they're good.
And the more you eat while you're making them, the less you'll eat of the actual recipe, which is good, because you'll be like chocolate overload. And you want to save it for later anyway. Unsoiled peanut butter.
It's always nice when you open up a brand new jar of peanut butter.
And I ruined it!
And you lick it.
It's a tradition in our family.
She stuck her finger in there, not her tongue.
Oh my gosh, yes, no. I don't defile things. Ah, my word. Okay, I don't really know how to measure out a half a cup of peanut butter without getting like 15 items in the kitchen covered in peanut butter. So I have estimated it to be about 2 super scoops. This is super scoop number 1. It's my measuring technique. I just love peanut butter. Why not add some extra?
And it doesn't mess it up if you add more peanut butter, does it?
No. It just makes it more peanut butter flavored.
Which is always good. Chocolate and peanut butter.
Yeah.
Delish.
Alright, so you put in the 3, and then you put it in the microwave for a minute, and then take it out, stir it, then put it in for another 30 seconds, and that's when you add the vanilla extract. You don't need to add the vanilla extract while it's in there until it's...
Almost done.
You know, yeah. There's this child behind you.
Yep. Hey, you. What's your excuse? You need buttons?
I didn't get buttons yet.
Okay. And then you can go get in bed and go night-night. Love you. Love you too. Good night. 1 minute.
That was a minute.
That's gonna look good.
My. That is a lot more peanut butter than I remember it looking like.
Oh well.
You know what we need?
Can we add more chocolate chips?
Like this. A little chocolate. Meet your best friend peanut butter. You guys will be hanging out a lot.
And this is definitely why this is not a Weight Watchers recipe.
And then we put in vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon. No, teaspoon, sorry.
Teaspoon?
1 teaspoon. TSP, right?
Yep.
I can read. It smells so good. And I mix it, and then I put it in the microwave. That's going to be fun to lick afterwards.
Really, really good.
Yeah, it does. I love the holidays, don't you? Because there's an excuse to eat like 4 cups of this.
An excuse to just gorge yourself on all the unhealthy things and you say, but it's the holidays. It only comes once a year. For like 2 whole months.
And you know what you can always do is just pray the calories onto someone else right before the meal. Lord, I pray you bless the food and let it nourish the body of Mark. Just cover him in the calories. Let all calories be blessed unto him. Here's what we do. We pour it into here. We mix it up. The chocolate, because I didn't use like the meltable chocolate that hardens in the freezer, it's going to harden on its own, and it hardens sort of, you know, within several minutes of pouring it.
Oh, so I should be stirring a lot faster than this.
Yeah, it's not, it's, I mean, I can always just re-microwave what's in the bowl. Gotta make sure it's coated. All of it is covered in chocolate. Alright, so I'll get my handy dandy spatula. La 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 la.
Make sure you make all the sound effects, otherwise it's not going to turn out.
You gotta
correctly.
get in the spirit of Christmas, y'all.
Yeah.
And you know what we get to do after this? Almost done. See, it does. It just, because I'm folding it, not like hardcore mixing it, and there's so much in the bowl that it just takes a while. It is getting pretty coated, and I'm still finding chunks of chocolate. You just gotta be patient because my bowl is kind of small for the amount of cups, and I don't want to crush it. Alright, next you take 2 gallon-sized baggies. I'd say 2 because doing it all in one just it won't be very effective. You take your powdered sugar. And it says a cup and a half of powdered sugar, but I just don't like mine too chalky and dusty because otherwise I'm like choking on them for the first day.
When you're inhaling.
So I do about a half a cup, maybe even like a third of a cup of powdered sugar into one baggie, and you can always eyeball and guesstimate it too. Yesterday I think I didn't add enough, so I'm just gonna. That looks good. So you pour that into the baggie, and then you get your beautiful assistant. Hey, Tim, come right here. You can be my lovely assistant. Here, hold this baggie open.
Aw, look at your shirt.
Can...
What are you going to do?
I just...
Were you going to dump it?
I'm trying to dump it, but not all of it. Okay, seal it up. Yes.
I did that last
You
night.
play ball with it.
You mix it up. Mix it up. Mix it up. Yesterday, Tim was in your door and he's like, I'm making it a pizza. And we're like, no, you aren't. He's a dweeb. Okay.
You have to spray your pans, or are they
No,
good?
you do not have to spray the pan. Tim asked us a question yesterday, why do we put down the wax paper? But I do it because it keeps the chocolate from sticking to the pan, and it lets the excess powder, like it kind of sits in the powder better, and then it just like, you pick up the sheet and you just...
Easy cleanup.
Yes.
Which is always a plus to have easy cleanup. So there you go. Do you
The
need
peanut
to
butter
wait?
made
Are
them
you
more
supposed
red.
to wait?
I like to wait because they get harder. Like right now they're very kind of soft and mushy.
Mm-hmm.
But they will get harder the longer you keep them like in the refrigerator. And if you added too much powder, like I did the first year, if you wait another day, it absorbs the powder and it's not quite as like, how do you dare? So,
Nice.
delicious. Make sure you don't get the powdered sugar confused with flour. I did that my first year too. James didn't notice I gave him a batch.
And he ate it and didn't know?
Yeah, he's like, this chocolate is phenomenal. And I was like, yeah, I know. There's something else in it.
Did you try it and know how it tasted?
Yeah, it
before?
still tasted really great. They're still Muddy Buddies. The powdered sugar is better than flour. It's definitely better.
That's great. Alright, so there you have it. Thank you, Grace,
Done.
for all your great cooking skills.
Well, I just put on something wet
And we're going to enjoy some of these.
and vacuum it.